Hey, welcome to the Christian Media Marketing Show. My name is John. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that the Lord is blessing your efforts to make His Son known. I hope that He is blessing all of the things that you do to see His kingdom come here on earth as it is in heaven. I'm grateful that He allows us to have technology and tools that allow us to be able to spread the gospel widely. But it's not just evangelism, it's the full missionary task from pre-field all the way to when you might leave that field, from leadership development, from church formation, discipleship, all of that. Technology, media, marketing can play a part. It's not a magic bullet. It's not a quick thing. It's not a quick fix. It's not something you can just turn on a couple of ads and all of a sudden you're going to have a movement. But it is a very powerful tool. And I'm grateful that the Lord is allowing us to redeem the screens that are out there, to see us leverage these tools to make His Son known. I believe that the Spirit is at work all around the world and that He is calling people, that people are convicted, that people are searching, and we need to find Him. It's important. It is only good news, as the saying goes, if it gets to them in time. And so I hope that the Lord is blessing your efforts. Thanks for hanging out with me today on this show. I hope it's going to be a benefit to that goal. Now, before we get started, I want to share just a little bit here of something that's from my heart to you all. So whether you're listening or you are watching this show, the reality for us at Kavanaugh Media is that we are now a 501(c). We are a nonprofit. In some ways, this was something that I resisted going into for quite a while, simply because I really just want to do the work. I was a direct support worker overseas for many years. And after my cancer came and we were back in the States, I just wanted to get back in the game. And so to me, to raise support meant to slow down, to not get back into the fight, if you were to say, as quickly as possible. But now the Lord has allowed me to continue on. I'm continuing to be healthy. And it became very important to us that to keep going, we recognize that we couldn't be dependent upon a few people who might just, stop a contract, not renew it, or things might change. And then what do? And we've been in that season. In fact, we've been in a very tough financial situation here for about the last 6 months. But I want to continue to press forward. And so if this show, if the ads that we provide for free out there's like almost 2.5 years worth of ads that you could take and modify. If the weekly marketing rundown of things happening, if any of those things are a benefit beyond just, all right, I could take it or leave it, I would love to ask you to maybe consider, as the saying goes, buy us a coffee. Well, there is a giving page or donation page on our Kavanaugh Media website. So if you go to KavanaughMedia.com and you click on the donate button, there is a way there where you could do a one-time gift. Don't get caught up on the numbers that are on there, even if it's $1. To me, that's really powerful because it says you believe in what it is that we're doing. And so maybe it's a one-time, maybe it's this end of year, maybe it's a monthly thing. And you're like, hey, it's worth $5. It's worth whatever to do that. If that's something that would interest you, if you have the resources, if you don't stop doing anything else you're doing. All right, we're going to keep pressing forward. We're going to keep doing this. But if you could want to, and if you have the capabilities to, I would love to partner with you in that way. So I just wanted to make that ask. If that's something that you would be willing to be a part of, I would love for you to partner with us on that in that way. Go to the KavanaughMedia.com, donate, link there, and if you can, that would be super helpful. If you can't, it's all right. It's always been my goal to serve and not to let finances be the dictator of that. So even from the very beginning, that was important. Now, we're going to get into the training today, and I've been doing this now for almost 8 years. And things have changed so much during that time. And one of the major things that has come along is just artificial intelligence, LLMs, machine learning, and it is being really spearheaded a lot by Meta. So they are doing a lot. They're investing a ton into this. And we're seeing it on the ad side as well. Another major player in AI, machine learning, all of this, well, Google is as well. So you have two of the largest social media marketing companies, and their use of AI and machine learning is impacting how you make ads. When I first started doing this, I would have a very elaborate plan, and there's still people that sell these kind of things out there. But the plan was, here you do this and you retarget with this and you do this really warm audience and a medium audience and a cold audience and all of this. Well, I still believe that there are layers to who is hearing and what they need to hear. So I do believe that people still need to know that you exist, like the content, and then they will trust you enough to message. I still believe that our marketing and our messages need to impact both what we think, our head, what our heart, how we feel, and our hands, what we do. Maybe that's to click or to share or something else. But when it comes to specifically to retargeting types of audiences, Meta has introduced Advantage Plus audiences, and they're utilizing this really powerful AI and machine learning. And the truth is, I think it's a lot better than anything that I could do or that you could do. In fact, if I were to continue to use the stuff that I taught 5 or 6 years ago, I would be making mistakes. I would be wrong. And I want to let you know, hey, I think things are changing. So let's dive into it. I'd like to just share a little bit with you today about this new Advantage Plus audience targeting and why it's so powerful. To me, I think it's going to be really the future. Okay, AI is not going away. Machine learning, how the stuff learns, is not going away. So we have to adapt to it. With Meta's Advantage Plus audience targeting, it leverages AI to optimize the targeting for your ad to reach the best people, the right people at the right time. And so it should give you better campaign performance. And what it does is it automates the audience selection to basically simplify ad setup. The things that we would go back and do, and so many times, little things that I would choose to include or exclude or whatever else, it's just not even needed any longer. So the way that it works is that the AI analyzes the data, and they have so much more than what you or I would have or could be able to even leverage. So it leverages this data such as conversions, the pixel info, so you need to make sure that's still on your website, any prior engagement that person has had to your content before. So it's looking at all of that. It'll look at optional inputs that you can put into it. So if you have a custom audience, or if you say a certain age or gender or any detailed targeting like this location or this age range, all of that, this language, I only want this one in this location, it will look at that. It will take that into it and it will control that. But everything else becomes fair game. In fact, it's not just, in my opinion, what they're doing with your content and what they've done before, but it's everything that they are doing while they're on those platforms, whether that be Meta or Google. Unbelievably powerful, but we don't know what all that it's doing. The benefit of using an Advantage Plus audience is that, in essence, it really simplifies the setup. It reduces the complexity, which is good for Meta and Google because it allows more people to do it. And it allows you to focus more on your creativity, the ad itself, making sure that it is head, heart, and hands. It's doing all of those things. So it should give you, over time and with enough ad spend, an enhanced performance. So over time, what we are seeing is that there's a lower cost per action and there are more conversions. There's more website conversions. What it also does is introduces our content to more people that we might have missed in the past, a broader reach. And so it finds new seekers and new seeker segments. According to Meta, there's some performance gains that comes from using their Advantage Plus. They're saying it's a 7% lower median cost per website conversion, and it is enhancing ad delivery and a broader relevant reach. Well, the lower cost is great because the lower amounts that we spend means the more bang for our buck, the more people will see our ads when we're spending less per website conversion. So it is an option when you go in, when you're creating the ads, to turn on that Advantage Plus. And when you're doing it, it is just a simple thing, and then it will open it up. So I really encourage for you to play with it. We have been doing it for quite a while, looking at a lot of data, and yeah, I think it's actually really, really good. So there are, though, a few times when I might not use it. So traditional remarketing, traditional creating a custom audience, only running the ad to that person, that group, that segment. Well, I think there's a few times, and here's a few. When trying to get a very specific offer or message to a group, for example, a Bible reading plan. Well, who would I want to send a Bible reading plan to? Someone who has downloaded a Bible. So we set up a conversion, a custom event, when they've clicked to download a Bible or to go to the website page where they can choose or get the Bible app or whatever it might be, they then get a very specific ad offering them a Bible reading plan. All right, so that's one. Another area where I might turn off Advantage Plus is if I don't have a very large budget. The reason being is that it will expand it out, and it will shift your budget sometimes, and it will do some of these things that you might be like, I don't know. And this is different than with all of this, for where there's all sorts of tools that Meta's in doing. In fact, I just talked about ones that come into it where it will change your content or do stuff like that. I don't like that right now. I'm not comfortable with that one. But the audience one, Advantage Plus audiences, I am comfortable with. And so if I don't have a large budget, I think sometimes I will turn that off so that I know that it is just this group that's going to see this ad. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. When I don't have a large budget, sometimes I will turn off the Advantage Plus. When I'm doing specific objective ads would be another time when I might want to turn that off. If I have a very specific objective, I just want video views, or I just want link clicks or something like that. In essence, I'm not doing a conversion. I'm just doing an objective here. It's very specific and focused. Then I might turn off the Advantage Plus or do the more traditional remarketing efforts there. And finally, when I want a very specific audience to see it. So I've created a custom audience, and I want that custom audience to see this ad, right? So that might be one time when I would turn off the Advantage Plus. And so these are just some of the different ones, some of the different ways where I might not use it, but truthfully, more and more, I'm finding that Advantage Plus audiences are actually pretty powerful. All right, so hopefully it's something, if you haven't been using them, you'll experiment, you will try to open them up and see, hey, let's see if this, do an A/B test, but don't just do one. And don't just do it, one time only and for 3 days and for $10 each side. Really run some tests. And if you do it over a long period of time, multiple tests, I think you'll see what I'm seeing, which is this Advantage Plus audience is getting better and better. And it could be a tool that will help you. All right. I hope this podcast and this video show is a benefit to you. As always, subscribe to it, share it with others. All right. The traditional things right there. But I really do. I hope that it's something that's benefiting you. If there are specific things, trainings, topics that you want to hear about, reach out. Send me a message. Let us know. We would love to address it. That's the purpose of this show. So thanks so much. If you go on and you donate, thank you from the bottom of my heart for just helping us serve the King and the kingdom. So until next time, keep pressing forward. Keep making Jesus famous. Keep pushing for the renewal of all things. Walk with the Spirit, and may Jesus be pleased with all we do. Take care, and God bless.